welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do an orange cut crease. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hey everybody, let's practice our cut creases. Today I'm going to show you how to do this. I did this the other day, thought it was missing something. Don't know quite how I feel about it, but I will show you how I got this to be what it is. So to start out, I've already primed my lid with the ABH eye primer, and I'm going to take the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette and go into the shade You Peel Me. And I'm just going to apply it a little bit in the crease and slightly above the crease. So I'm just going to start from the outer corner and just kind of tap it down. I'm going to run this all the way. Now, while I'm trying to run it all the way to the inner corner of my eye, I'm using windshield wiper motions with a light hand. And when I'm getting to the outer corner, I'm just slightly just kind of flicking it out very light-handedly. I'm not super worried about precision right now because we're going to go in and clean it up. So now that I have it mapped out the way I feel like I want it for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and take this Colourpop E1 brush and go into that same shade and just build the color up. I'm doing light little windshield wiper motions. So I got this top from romwe, and that's the video that I had up. It was a Wednesday video. I'll link it down below. But I was so excited. I was like, I love the little turtleneck. I was like, I'm gonna try to do something to where I can wear that sweater and kind of match and have that little monochromatic even in the clothes moment. But don't mind me, I'm just being extra. So now I'm just going to take the Colourpop E10 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade E2 from the Norvina Volume 3 palette. And I'm just going to apply it kind of into the deep crease, so just slightly below where we applied the first shade. So now to really blend that out, I'm going to take the shade You Peel Me from the Orange You Glad palette again. I'm just going to blend that out very lightly along the edges. This has me wanting a pumpkin, what was that? A pumpkin cold brew from Starbucks. Like, can we please have that year round? That was my favorite one. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, you know, it might be overhyped because I'm more of a peppermint mocha person, but I absolutely loved the pumpkin cream cold brew. But yeah, back on that again. But anyway, I like to make pumpkin spice lattes from a Blog a Lottie's recipe. I don't know if she has, I don't know if her old app still exists, or like if she had a video on her channel on She Clean Eats or something about it, but it was so good. You just get like almond milk and a little bit of canned pumpkin, some pumpkin spice, and some chai tea bags, and some honey or agave. Anyway, it's like caffeine free, super healthy. It's really good. Now I'm gonna break into this little Colourpop palette that I made when it was on a Bring Your Own Palette sale, BYOP, on their website. So just gonna use this matte black shade, and I don't quite know what the name of it is. It is Let's Do It. All right. That sounds like the shade in the Smoke Show palette. But I will be taking this e.l.f. angled brush and going into that to apply it. So I'm going to be taking it like right up into the deep crease. and slightly into the crease. This is where I'm trying to be super careful and very precise. So with this, I'm just kind of slightly blending, but when I'm getting into the crease, I'm trying to pack it as much as possible. Well, I said in the crease, I mean like the center of my lid and the center of the crease. I was like, what sense does that make? I feel like this would look really cool if I tried it like in the not a monochromatic series and just like did this with like orange and red and black. I don't know. I feel like it's a vibe. But I was talking to my husband about it because I'm like, you know, what kind of look should I do? What do you think? Like, give me ideas because sometimes I feel like I've run out of ideas. But he was like, I don't know, and I was like, well, what if I did the look like I did the other day? Because that was what I was gonna film. But I was like, what if I added black into the crease and it was just like really kind of like a smoky orange cut crease? And he was like, ooh, do that. And I was like, alright. But he said it looked good, which made me happy. Now I'm gonna just take this little Morphe pencil brush again, and I'm going to go back into E2 from the Norvina Volume 3 palette, just blend that shade out. Now this is the step where I tend to get pretty messy with it because I'm trying to get them blended, so it'll make quite a mess, but it's not super hard to go in and tidy it up. So cleaning off this Morphe brush, I'm gonna go back into Let's Do It from this BYOP palette and just kind of build that back up. Just want to blend it in there real nice. Cleaning this brush off, go back into E2 from the Norvina Volume 3 palette. I was picking up my Orange You Glad palette. It's not time for that yet. So just begin to really get these two blended together. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this Colourpop E1 brush and go back into the Orange You Glad palette and use You Peel Me to blend that out. So I'm beginning right where we left off and just doing windshield wiper motions. Now I'm taking the Sigma E25 brush and I'm just going to go into the shade Sunkissed from the Orange You Glad palette and blend out the You Peel Me shade. So once that gets pretty loud, just go ahead and go back into the Orange You Glad palette and use You Peel Me and whatever brush, but I'm just going to take the Colourpop E1 brush and get that good and meshed together, blend it together real nice. I'm taking it from the inner corner and working my way to the outer corner by using windshield wiper motions back and forth with a light hand. So now what I'm going to do is use that Sigma E25 brush, make sure it's cleaned off, and go back into the shade E2 in the Norvina Volume 3 palette and just blend that into that Let's Do It shade from the BYOP palette that I'm using from Colourpop. And get it nice and blended. And we'll go back in and touch the black shade up, because this is going to give it a little bit of an overblend. Taking the Colourpop E10 brush, I'm just going to go back into the Let's Do It shade and touch that up. Really honestly, you do not have to have these palettes that I'm using to create this look. Like, if you like Morphe and you have the 3502 palette, I'm sure that would work if you didn't have these. Or if you have a bunch of Colourpop palettes, like, that would work just as good too. Really, honestly, I feel like I could have got away with doing this with just the Orange You Glad palette and maybe like using the single shade of a black shadow or using the Smoke Show palette, but I just wanted to be the most extra because I like the E2 shade in here because it's like a nice, I don't know, let me see, like a shitty swatch, but burnt orange shade, like, but it has more of a red to it. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm making any sense. I'm taking this Luxie 237 brush and Sunkissed to go ahead and blend out the brow bone area.
I'm so sorry it's blurry. I pinky promise it won't be for much longer. So I'm just taking off any of the eyeshadow with the micellar water, and I am using my e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Camo Concealer to cut the crease and get it nice and crisp. I'm going to add some more of that Let's Do It shade to deepen the crease, but first we must have a dance break. Now back to it. Double checking to make sure that it is even. I'm just going to go back in with that makeup remover, and then I'm going to add some ABH eye primer because using the makeup remover and then applying the eye primer makes it to where the colors don't muddy and it is so much more vibrant.
Okay, so now that my camera batteries have died and it just has taken me forever to cut this crease out, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. little definer tape. I don't know, I just use it. I'll have to look at the package to see what it's called in just a second. But I'm just gonna use this and get it lined up. Try to make it as even as possible with the other side. I just like this because I feel like it gives me like proof of a sickening blend. I don't know, it's just something about it that's like, yes, the blend. Check my temperature. That was cringy. I'm the master of cringe. Yes, okay. These are called Line and Define Eye Tape. And I'm just using the same one from earlier because these were sold out on Ulta's website when I went to look the other day. And so I was like, well, if I use one on one side, I'll just flip it upside down and do the other. And if it makes a mess from having to fall off, then I'll clean it. So now I'm just going to take the Norvina Volume 3 palette and use the shade E2 and the, let's see, which brush was it? I'm gonna use the Colourpop E10 brush with that E2 and just run it across the lash line like this to get it ready for a nice blend. Okay, so now that I have that about built up the way that I want it, I can always go back in and touch it up later on. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Orange You Glad palette and go into You Peel Me and apply that kind of like on top of this just to get it blended together. I was thinking to myself, like when I use these Norvina palettes, I use pretty well the same colors out of all of them. So certain ones are kind of getting a little sunk in hole where it looks like I'm going to be getting tan, and it's like, do I have to buy like a whole new Norvina Volume 3 for the shade E2 when I hit pan on it? Like, or are they going to release singles? Does anybody know? Because I think it would be quite an awesome idea for them to release singles. Well, I feel like that would be awesome because it would save us as consumers money, but like I feel like them as the business. They might not want to do that because they might not be making as much money off of that. But I feel like we are all somewhat creatures of habit when it comes to our makeup and our routine and our favorite shades to use on ourselves. So I also feel like it would be a good move on their end if they released singles, but that's just my opinion and my thoughts, and it's not like I'm a very smart person, so I wouldn't take it to bank, but I just feel like that'd be a good idea, ABH. I've cleaned this brush off yet again, and I'm gonna go into Sunkissed from the Orange You Glad palette. I don't know if that did, it probably didn't pick up because I can't hold it right. I'm just gonna apply that where I left off with You Peel Me and get it blended out. The other day when I did this, the reason why I used like the concealer to cut the crease and the micellar water to clean it and then applied the ABH eye primer when I was ready was because I didn't take the extra steps the other day. And I just used my Stay Naked concealer, which I think I'm out of. If not, I'm cutting it super close. But I did that, and it made this orange that I'm applying now not even think about trying to come out to play. Like, it was a joke. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna use the makeup remover and then I'm gonna lay the primer down because the primer is not a joke. It definitely brings the colors out. Oh my gosh, all I can think about is grilled shrimp tacos from on the border. They're so good. I tried to make some. They were nowhere near as good. And we were kind of drinking, so we had extremely white people tacos because they were not very seasoned. Usually I go through and I season everything, but these were like not. But when you're drunk and have the munchies, it works. Okay, okay. Let me see, let me have a little bit more. Oh, she's kind of cute. This makes me miss the drive-in Frosty place that has the tequila sunrise frosty daiquiris. Okay, I have to quit. Okay, I'm probably gonna cue the voiceover yet again because I have to hold my breath when I do this. I'm just gonna take this Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy, and she getting pretty empty too, which is a good sign. I've been actually using all my stuff instead of like buying stuff, which I don't need to buy everything that comes out anyway. I have makeup that needs to be used. I just get super excited with my makeup enthusiast self. And yet again, what do? Talk too damn much. So let me just jump into it.
So I'm starting from the inner corner of my eye and very carefully lining it with the liner, and I'm just working my way up, over, and outwards. I'm going to dip back in a few times just to get that glitter as vibrant. I don't even know if vibrant's the word I'm looking for, but to get some bling going on. And you can just build it up as much as you want to get it as glittery as you'd like. Always make sure they're even. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the sickening blend reveal.
Okay, so now that I feel like I've finally got it all ready, I'm gonna go clean my face off, like with the fallout, because I did get a little bit more than I wanted, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my face, and I'll be right back. One eternity later, I'm back. I decided to cut the whole taking up so much more memory on my memory card and just apply the lashes before I smoked out the lower lash line. It's the only thing that I lack for finishing the look off besides setting spray. So let's get started. So to smoke out the lower lash line for this look, it's really simple. I'm just going to take E2 from the Norvina Volume 3 palette and run it up in the lash line and blend it in with the Joyride Creme Gel Liner from Colourpop that I used on the waterline. And to blend that out, I'm just going to take Sunkissed from the Orange You Glad palette to blend that. I'm just going to take my Sigma E25 brush just to kind of diffuse the lower lash line area just a little bit. For the inner corner highlight, I used the shade D5 from Norvina Volume 3. And it is so pretty. I really wish I would have used like a glitter primer or something to make it not be so, have so much fallout, because I have quite a bit on this side. But yeah, no big deal, I got it fixed. So I'm just going to pop on some mascara on this lower lash line and that will be it. Alright, so this is the finished look and I want to know your thoughts. Let me know. Was this pretty good? I'm trying to get more right into it and everything. I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with the camera. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. Don't forget that if you'd like to see more of me on a semi-daily basis, because my engagement on Instagram sucks because their algorithm sucks, I'm kind of like scaled back a little bit from having it every day to like every other day, because that takes time, and that's time that I could be editing videos or filming a video or crafting or cooking or anything else. So not so much posting every day on Instagram right now. Who knows, I could start doing it again anytime. But if you'd like to see more on my Instagram, my TikTok, I have a Facebook page and Twitter, you know, same old, same old. I'll have that all linked down below, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.